SwissBorg is the official partner of my channel where you can buy, sell, hold and more importantly stake your cryptocurrencies. You can even earn yield on your stablecoins. Sign up with my link and you'll earn up to $100 worth of their native token CHSB just for depositing €50 worth of crypto. SwissBorg. Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a quick look at these charts. A little bit of a later start today. I'm not going to have a video of me today. Still, the kids' party yesterday, bonkers. And another one as well next week as well, because that's how kids have it now. They have two parties, right? Because my kids, they've got family up and down the country, so having one party here, one party somewhere else. So either way, rough night last night. Too much cake. So let's have a little look at, first of all, just Bitcoin, just very briefly. So effectively, the weekly still looks pretty good for continuation, in all fairness. I mean, that's how it looks. The daily's reset for the most part. It's still quite high, but it has reset. You could class this now as bearish divergence on the money flow index, but it's also a reasonable reset. You've got bearish divergence on the RSI as well. So what I've been thinking about on this is that the first major stage of the move, which was exactly as expected, was pretty good, pretty sweet. This continuation since then has had bearish divergence. So this is where Captain Noobmaster has really helped push this all up. And it's been pretty decent trading since Bitcoin's broken this 200 exponential. These last few days have been pretty sweet for altcoins, and I still think that there's a little bit more life left in the altcoins. But the overall analysis for traditional markets still remains kind of the same, mostly on a Forex basis, because the S&P, as expected last week, did push up on that retest of the Bollinger Band Center on the daily. So, the charts are telling us that things are changing, or things have changed, and things are different. I did say though, didn't I, that this is probably going to be the low for the S&P, so it might be that is the case, and I would not at all be surprised to see if we break out on the S&P this week. But, and the big but would be, the Dixie is coming down to a major level of support, one that we've had our eyes on for a little while now. We had a bit of a reaction from it. We came up to the 10, rejected there, rejected again on the 10, and one of the main things we think about when we're talking about the Dixie is the euro. And also, I suppose, the yen. Then we don't think about the pound anymore. But those two do have an impact. And the euro still going on strength to strength. Currently has broken out of this bearish divergence that it's got. So now what we would be looking for would be horizontals of significance, to which we are reaching one at the moment. Roughly around 109.4 there, give or take. And like I say, looking for a rejection on this at this level. It's a bit of a mediocre level, but we did have a fine breakdown from it over here. A very, very strong rejection. So we had the support and a breakdown from this level. So, pushing that resistance still, but it's a bullish chart. The Golden Cross still expanding now. Everything's expanding. Moving averages all in the correct place. And again, looking pretty good on that daily there, despite coming up to a major resistance. Again, the bearish divergence that took place on this weekly, hidden bearish divergence, sorry, on the weekly, is also cancelled out as well. But money flow index on the weekly is relatively high for a Forex pair. I mean, this is in the overbought territory. And again, overbought is not really a great example of anything, but we do have to respect the way that it looks, which is currently one of the higher reads that we've had over the last 20 years. So with that in mind, it might be coming to an end soon. But if we break from this level on the euro, we could easily make our way up to probably this zone. 111, give or take. Again, that corresponding with the Dixie coming down to this little level down here, which is only a little smidgen from where we are right now. And again, this is a bearish chart. We've got Death Cross here, we've got Golden Cross here. These are the inverse of each other. Yeah, it looks very good for continuation generally over time to the direction to which it's pointing within. So I'm in favor of this continuing these directions, but there is going to be bounces for this. There is going to be pullbacks for this. And there's nothing we can do about that. But again, we're moving up to this area, this 4,000 on the S&P, and with that, we should always expect a rejection from there. But I'm more hopeful there this time round. Again, thinking that the bottom's in here. Again, on Friday, I said, don't short this chart, don't short this chart, don't short the Bitcoin chart. You'll be wrong, I think, if you were to at least for the S&P short it. The S&P moved up, Bitcoin rallied, everything rallied. S&P being probably the better barometer of health now for crypto than Forex, but Forex still, in my opinion, will govern the direction of the S&P. So, but at the moment, continuation, probably one last move up in this direction. We'll see where the S&P goes. But things are looking really good. So with that said, you know, there was a bit of confusion from at least one person on the comments yesterday about what I meant by this alt season, what alt seasons mean. Long story short, I appreciate my videos might be full of rambling. It's pretty simple. I'm not calling alt season. I'm calling a small bit of alt continuation. We've got an overbought area on the money flow index on this dominance chart. You know, I would be looking for a pullback, as we are already seeing that now. So this is the second day of the pullback. It's a continuation from alts that took place yesterday. Still seeing some of that today. And again, I was showing all this on the major pairs like Ethereum to Bitcoin, for instance. You know, Ethereum to Bitcoin, looking to find a bounce around this kind of level. We sort of got that from the the days that I said it was. Again, same thing with BNB. BNB is a good barometer of health. Link, again, is not the greatest, but again, perfectly bounced from the area. Exactly as expected. So we are looking, I am still looking for continuation for altcoins. But you know, we are think about all of this like a big domino, right? So the first domino being Forex, being Euro, being then yen, and then Dixie, and then the second domino being S&P, Nasdaq stocks, third domino being crypto, being Bitcoin. That would be in the fourth domino being all the altcoins behind it. So by trading any altcoin, you have to think about it in that respect. You know, look at the chart that you're most interested in, then go to the domino prior to that, which would be Bitcoin, then go to the domino prior to that, which would be indices, S&P, then the domino prior to that, which is going to be Forex, Dixie. It's annoying, but this is the nature of it. And again, this is how we've managed to do these two big swings, really, in the bear market. That's how we brought home the bacon, as we would say, in a bear market, which is not the easiest thing to do. And it was by staring at the dominoes and working out which domino is going to fall first and what that might mean, what the implications of what that will mean to all markets, right? Still think that that's going to be the case, but with the S&P sort of moving up this time round, I'm hopeful that maybe this week or next week we actually break out of that descending triangle, and that will be bullish for everything, because that will be a change of behavior. Doesn't mean that we could do the famous measured move, which you can do. Obviously, we'll be thinking about this measured move. You can always think about something like this, and again, we're talking about a year-long downtrend breaking out. Let's just say we broke out from here, then yeah, the measured move would take us up to a new all-time high. But it wouldn't likely take us straight up to a new all-time high. There's no reason for that to happen with quantitative tightening and rate hikes and stuff. There's no reason to expect that to happen anytime soon, but inevitably it would. I think what's most likely going to happen this time around is we go into a period of accumulation, maybe for the best part of this year into next year, and then we start a new uptrend, and then that measured move would be met. Again, recognize that this has been a year-long downtrend now. And so expect maybe a year-long accumulation before we start to move up to that measured move. If we get it, we haven't even got a breakout yet, and even a breakout can come down to a retest. And that could be a retest of this trend line, or eventually down here to double bottom at some point later on down this year. All completely possible when talking about the longer term timeframes. But as far as altcoins are concerned, yeah, a little bit of move up still, I reckon. This 44% dominance, yeah, we shot up above there to the tune of 0.37%. Again, dominance chart can be very useful for these rotations, and I think that this is an area where we could expect some rotation. If Bitcoin goes static, we could see profits from Bitcoin move into pure shitcoins. We've seen stuff like VRA and BEPRO moving, and they're normally signs of the last stage of alt season, but usually the most prominent or dramatic, should we say. But think about the dominoes, all right? Think about the dominoes. This isn't an alt season I'd willing to sell a kidney for. Neither is this area up here. I wouldn't really sell a kidney for up here. Towards up here, I might think about a kidney. Up here, I'd sell both of them. I'd sit there on my trading platforms on a dialysis machine. Pretty confident that we're going to get a major alt season. So think about it like that. You know, the higher the rejection, the bigger the alt season, the more long-lasting the alt season. So anything from here might last anything from between a day to maybe a week or so. From up here, yeah, maybe a couple of weeks to a month. Up here, maybe maybe a couple of months, yeah, of alt season. And obviously up here, that's where we got the 4 months worth of alt season, didn't we? Where we all became significantly better off than we were prior to that to that rotation, to which we called the top, exactly as expected. So I'm going to leave with you there. It's not a very insightful video. It's the first day of the trading week. We do want to see how S&P behaves when it opens, which isn't going to be for a little while yet. Forex still continuing with its moves, so very much I'm in favor of everything continuing in the short term in the direction that they're going, which is assets, commodities, crypto up, euro up, Dixie down, but there will be a bounce on that Dixie, and it will happen probably soon. So with that, new positions should be, looked after with extreme scrutiny, really. Very, 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 very tight management of stop losses at this level, because we are looking to just make, if you are looking to enter any new positions right now for scalps, be prepared to take profit on what it is that you get, because I think the pullback is due. But until the pullback is due, things are going to keep going up. Captain Noobmaster is filling our little pockets. Anyway, be careful, but this all looks very good for long term, right? So if you're thinking of buying long term, even if you were to buy now, don't really think you have too much to worry about. But altcoins long term, buying at this particular level can be painful. You'll be up, you'll be down, you'll be up, you'll be down for maybe a period of 18 months to 2 years or so. That's how it goes. But over the long term, provided you've not bought something that's an absolute pile of crap, I'm sure you'll be rewarded in the end, but it can be a painful process surfing the long term, which is why buy, hold, stake is a great process. That's why I brought the SwissBorg adverts back to the channel, giving them a second chance. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there, but thank you for watching. I hope you have a nice day, and take it easy.